Thanks to Pearson for sponsoring this video. Earn a college degree on your schedule and budget from home. Visit go.pearsonaccelerated.com/cow to learn more.
Jordan's Messyges.
Guys, Josh has just informed me that this is the last video of 2020 that we are uploading and we are putting out to you guys. Josh, in celebration of this year, has written something on the whiteboard that I have no clue what it is. And I'm going to read it for the first time. Best brother ever. Would any of you dare to disagree? If you do, get out. Thank you. Let's get to the messages. Hi, Jordan and Josh. So I'm 25 and I've never been kissed. Never actually held hands with a guy. We're talking, forget about first base. I haven't even put on a jersey. I guess my question is, what am I doing wrong? For context, I have a good amount of guy friends and I'm generally pretty outgoing. I went to public school and 4 years at university, so I have a relatively wide social circle. I got asked to every dance in high school and have had 1 to 2 guys interested through college. But every time there's almost something more there, the guys always end it say they'd rather just be friends. As a lot of my girlfriends are either seriously dating, engaged, or getting married, I just don't understand why I haven't even been asked on a date before. Help! I thought she said that she had been asked on a date. She'd gone 1 to 2 guys and she got asked to every dance in high school. Isn't that a date?
I don't think that counts as a date.
It doesn't?
Not like you went on a date, but like you were someone's date to an event.
Okay, this just changed my whole life. What you just said.
Jordan just found out he's been on 0 dates.
Yeah. What do you do? Okay, we gotta get a kiss going, Josh. What is this? What is taking so long? When he's 25, that's not the worst.
Century.
Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. You know what would be the worst thing in the world? Is if you had done a little Game of Thrones here, Game of Thrones there. 25 with absolutely nobody, and you haven't even been on a date. That would be much worse, and a much more interesting message. But because we are in Christian world, and we have the question that we are at, we're gonna do what we can with it. All you care about is, are you doing something wrong? Are you personally doing something wrong? Could you be doing something better so that you would get a kiss by now? So you could hold somebody's hand, you could be on a date. Is it your fault? And I don't know.
So just give some general tips. What can the ladies do?
I think you have to make it just overtly obvious. And I think that some girls do, they think that they are, but they're not, Josh. They're not being overtly obvious. They think that they are, but they're not. And she's saying she's super outgoing with all the guys, okay? Maybe you're a little too outgoing with all the guys, and the guys who actually really like you are like, I don't know. I mean, she seems to like everybody else. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't like. I don't know. I'm not seeing a differentiation between me and this other guy, and then he's confused, and then he's like, I don't know. I guess we're just friends, and then you're devastated, but he just said it because he's confused by what you're doing. You have to make it obvious for these people, because if you're going for the Christian guys, they don't want to be let down. They're scared just like you. They've never been kissed. They need you to tell them for sure, not even tell them, just make it very apparent that it is them. You. I see you. I want you. That's what you have to say. Or else it's gonna be 35, 40, and then no kiss, nothing. Okay, so I'm telling you, you just make it apparent, and it will be fine. Hello, Jordan and Josh, and Sarah, if you're there. She's not. I'll go ahead and say that I am homeschooled. Let's just get it out in the open. Now, I don't cuss, but a couple of my friends do. Nothing awful, and not very often, but still. I, along with all of my friends, use replacement words all the time. We know what they are. I say, Okay, why do we have to go through all these? Blank and blank and blank a lot. Okay, they're not bad, but they're just what they are. And I say blank. That one's kind of pushing it, but we all say it sometimes. Probably more than I should. I have been wondering lately, even if the word itself is not bad, if you say it in the same context, then doesn't that make it mean the same thing? I would love to know your opinion on the subject, and I would love to know which words are Messyges Land approved. Love you guys. Look, Messyges Land approved is reading the scripture. Every word comes out of your mouth is a Bible verse. That is Messyges Land. Now, we all fall short of it. I fall short of it. I can't do that 24/7. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm not gonna give you a list of words. Everything that you have, everything that you say, and this should go for me too. And I've thought about this. It should have intention. Okay, it shouldn't be this. People don't realize, Josh, and myself included. I was thinking about this the other day. Just how powerful words really are. I forget why that popped into my mind. But it's pretty much all we have. Look, this isn't complicated, okay? If you feel like you shouldn't say these words, then don't say them. You don't need me, like, you're feeling like you have a crisis of conscience. Should I say blank, blank, and blank? Or is blank okay to say in blank because Jordan said it's okay? Or not okay? Jordan, please help me. Please, God, help me. Look, okay? Look, you know in your heart what things you should say and shouldn't say based on how you're feeling when you say these words.
We should bring back more appropriate, like, so instead of saying, you know, crud or whatever, say like, I'm greatly displeased.
Wouldn't that be nice, Josh?
Oh, I'm greatly displeased. Is that so hard?
Is it so hard to read every word's coming out of your mouth as scripture? Is that so hard? Let's get to the next message. Well, guys, the year is almost over, which might have you asking, what am I doing about college in 2021? If the idea of figuring out college right now is confusing and frustrating, we've got some great news for you. Our friends at Pearson Accelerated Pathways are making college easier, cheaper, and much more flexible. Pearson Accelerated Pathways is a unique approach to earning a bachelor's degree, designed specifically for students who don't care about the traditional way of doing college. Their courses can be completed faster than conventional courses, so you can get credits at a faster pace than a traditional four-year institution. And you can earn these credits from home or wherever you can take a computer or a laptop, or whatever fits your life and schedule. Go to the beach and earn some college credits. It's the dream. That's what I'd do. With 4,000 fully accredited degree programs from more than 1,800 colleges and universities, Pearson Accelerated Pathways gives you so much freedom and so many options when it comes to college. And guess what? This is affordable too. Pearson Accelerated Pathways allows students to pay for college one course at a time, so you don't have to take out loans to pay for college. This saves their students an average of $30,000 on their degrees. To find out more, head over to go.pearsonaccelerated.com/cow. College does not have to be stressful. It can actually be fun. Head over to go.pearsonaccelerated.com/cow. Now, let's get back to the messages. Dear Jordan and Josh, my family is super conservative Christian and they hate tattoos. Like, at least a few times a week, it will be brought up at the dinner table how much they hate tattoos and joke about disowning me if I get a tattoo, or if I marry someone with a tattoo, that they won't come to the wedding. My fiancé really wants to get a tattoo of a cross, and a verse across his forearm, Josh. I personally don't care about the tattoos, but when my family finds out, I would never hear the end of it. I've tried to tell him that this really isn't a good idea because my family, who will soon obviously be his family, but he really wants to get it. Okay, that sentence wasn't great. I tried running the idea by my parents and casually brought up what they would think of tattoos of Christian things, and they said it was even worse because it was a disgrace to God. I don't want to tell him what to do, but also if he gets the tattoo, it's going to cause a lot of stress and problems for me and him. He's been wanting a tattoo for a really long time, and I feel bad, but my family is going to flip if it happens. I don't think any family ever sits around the dinner table, Josh, and says, tattoos, 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 every single night. Tattoos. I hate tattoos. Tattoos are the worst. Tattoos. If you got one, you're going to hell. Tattoos. I don't think that is reasonable. And I'll tell you what makes your family different and unique and why they actually do this, Josh. It is because they're so scared that you are going to get a tattoo because you're giving off the tattoo person vibe. Okay? Look, I've met plenty of girls like you who they want a tattoo so bad. They just want to get a little one on their wrist of like a dove or of something, and it's all that you can think about. It's all you've ever wanted, and you're too scared to admit it because your family is like, God, please, tattoos, right? Those are terrible. I hate those. Look, you're gonna get through this phase, and you're gonna come out of it, and you are going to thank God that you came out of it and that you didn't get one. Now, for all the girls out there that do have one, there are tattoo removals now. The technology is much better than it was 5 years ago. I've looked into it.
Do you have a tattoo, Jordan?
No. So, for your guy person, look, you can't tell this guy what to do. I don't think that you should tell him what to do, but it's gonna be a messy situation, Josh. It's gonna not be good, and I cannot wait for the message when he does, and he will. When he does inevitably get one, because just let me tell you this, if a guy is set on getting a tattoo, he's gonna get the tattoo.
Make sure he gets it in Hebrew.
Get it in Hebrew so that he's not sure if it is so that your dad's not sure if it's a Christian tattoo, because at least he's got it going for him if it's not, and your dad's not gonna tell if it's in Hebrew or not. Basically, if a guy has it set on their mind that they're gonna get a tattoo, and this is from my personal experience, I'm not saying all guys, but all of the guys that I've ever known that wanted a tattoo, they ended up getting a tattoo. Even people I didn't think would ever get one, they ended up getting one, okay? But girls, totally different. They'll talk about it for like this little period of their life, and then they either get it and then maybe tattoo removal later, or they don't get it and then later on they're like, I'm really glad I didn't get that. That was just like a phase. Guys they don't think about it after it's happened.
And then you can't ever admit to yourself that you made a mistake. As a guy,
no.
you can't do that.
You can't do that. You can't do it.
That thing is, you're 50, 60, that thing is sagging all over your
there it is.
flabby body. And
Again, just tattoo removal at that point will be crazy. Honestly, you probably won't even have to be in your own body at that point. You can just be in a robot's body, and then you don't have to worry about that whatsoever.
this message will not be relevant at that time. People are like, tattoos, what?
Just, do you think this message was too sexist of me? I'm talking from my own personal experience in the Christian community, okay? At my youth group, at my school.
I don't know. It rings true for me too, the things that you said.
Okay, that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I don't want to be isolated up here. These messages really fly by, Josh. Last one. But there is a bonus message that you need to stay tuned for. Go to supportblimeycow.com.
Bonus message?
Yes, and if you support us, you can watch the bonus message that will come after this episode. Dear Jordan and Josh, so I love watching Messyges. It is a great show. It is. She knows or he knows. But my mom doesn't know much about it. And whenever I try to explain it to her, she thinks it's like sinful or something. It's like sinful or something.
What is this? Game of Thrones?
What is this? What is this? There was one time where I was watching it and my mom saw it and started interrogating me. Oh no. And she only believed me when my sister backed me up. Am I way too sheltered? Will this affect how I grow up? Will I ever be ready for the real world? Help.
Not if you don't watch Messyges.
Look, this is a conundrum. Your mom is trying, she doesn't know, she's self-sabotaging the family. She's self-sabotaging you. This is the best thing that you could be watching on YouTube. And she's pushing you towards Game of Thrones. She doesn't know. Josh, this is how parents can be sometimes. They just don't know. They don't understand. They're so suspicious of everything that their children watch because they've looked at the same data that I've seen.
These kids are out here and they're like, You don't even know, Mom. You don't know what's out here. I don't let you find out.
They don't know, exactly. They don't know how good they have it. That they think that their kids are doing something wrong by watching Messyges. It's indicting, Josh, if that's the word. It's not good. You are probably one of the purest people on this earth that you are having this problem. And you can go to sleep at night and you can just know that I said that and I believe this about you, okay? I don't know where your mom's gonna land, but it seems like she's okay with Messyges at this point. So if you can just get there, then that's all we need. Messyges is your one hope. I forgot about the amazing sign. Just constantly, it was in the back of my mind, Josh. Literally, it was in the back of my mind, just pushing me through this message. I had to be pushed through this one. Guys, support BlimeyCow.com. You can still get this amazing hat. The amazing hat's over there. You can still get them.
You can still get it from the store, that's true.
What? You can still get it from the store.
It's not free anymore.
It's not free at this point, okay? But you can still, the only way you can get it is if you become a supporter and you go to the store and you buy one. That is the only way you can get one.
Help us get rid of all these boxes of hats.
We have a lot of boxes of hats.
Help us get rid of this dog.
Support BlimeyCow.com.
If you want the dog, just let me know.
Support BlimeyCow.com. Also, you get to watch the bonus message that we are about to do right now as we speak. Let's do it. Don't be messy. And leave good messages.